name's Jane Glavan, and I'm a co-owner of Distant Imagery, and I'll be chatting to you about drone utilization towards habitat restoration, and specifically mangroves today. Drone habitat restoration, specifically for mangroves, really does address multiple SDG goals, from Goal 9 from innovation and supporting cities and livable space, towards climate change adaptation, and really around habitat restoration and all the benefits that provides, but also towards the partnerships for the goals. For instance, a large-scale restoration that we had just completed, and a test pilot phase that we just completed previously, they were in partnership with a local government agency called Environment Agency Abu Dhabi, and Engie, which is a French energy company, and ourselves. And this kind of partnership really was a prime example about how governments and private sector can work together to help address sustainable development and the goals themselves. So, for instance, Environment Agency provided the land, they provided their ecologists and their expertise, the vast experience they brought to the table. Engie they provided the finances for the projects, but not only that, they actually really participated actively. They brought tons of volunteers, and actually, they were rolling seed balls, they were collecting seeds, and so they were actively engaged, and we brought in the drone and the action behind it as well. So really, it's these partnerships are really essential towards achieving goals and working together. An important element for us is that it's not removing communities from mangrove planting, it's adding value to them and having them as part of the process itself through all the phases of the planting and active engagement throughout, but also having communities be able, we're working towards training communities how to build their own drones out of locally sourced materials such as plywood, and if they build them and we provide the rigging, or we help them build the rigging, the planting rigging themselves, they can maintain it and they can use it for other environmental analysis. So really, it's a critical component that it truly is not removing communities from the equation, but it's adding value and having them as part of the process. So yes, our drones can plant about 2,000 seeds in about 10 minutes, germinated seeds, and about 500 seed balls in about 10 minutes as well. But really what's important is that it's an ecosystem approach that we're really following. And that's vital to the discussion, is that yes, drones can help support, and they enable large amounts of planting in a very quick time. But really all we're doing is that we're dropping the seeds and the seed balls in the right location at the right time, at the right tide level. We're making sure they're embedded, we're making sure they're in the shade, we're making sure that the way the seeds are collected, when they're collected, all these factors are really essential towards the success of the project. So really, yes, drones enable and support and be able to fly large drone swarms, so you can get thousands at a time. But really, what's important is the ecosystem itself. So we learned a lot through the build-up to us flying and planting, in the planting phases themselves as well. We were initially around 25% with the test pilots and the success rate, and now we're about 35 to 37% this year for this current planting. But it's very important to us that we approach it with a data-driven approach, so that we can understand. So not only how we can improve how we're doing the planting and our methodologies, but also just understanding the environment itself. It's a very dynamic environment. So those two put together is really integral to learning and trying to figure out how to get the best success rate possible. So we're always modifying as we learn. and to our systems and to our drone planting, but also from an environmental aspect as well, understanding the ecology of different sites and learning how to best plant in them, learning how to, and everything's 3D printed, so being able to really alter on the fly has been really impactful for us, that we've been able to quickly modify as we're learning and just continuing and the growing. It is an exciting process, and we hope that others will be engaged further as well, and that we do get to work with some of the communities that we're talking to today. Thank you.